Hey everybody, Dr. Brian here with Debbie today, and in this video we're going to be demonstrating how to do the cervical traction at home and here in the office. So this is the cervical traction unit that you guys have in your kit, and in there is a little black stopper that basically is going to go up over the door, and so when you close the door then it's going to wedge this in there and you're able to do the traction. So there's a couple ways that you can set this up. Right now we have it just kind of loop through the loop on the bottom of the black stopper, and we also have some knots in here, so you can take that and adjust it then for fitting the height for you with over your door and how tall you are, and you can move that up and down and then just goes up over the door. You can also adjust it with the little strap up here too if you need some finer adjustments. And so that just goes up over the door, and then that way you're able to do your traction. You can also just put the whole rope through and actually tie a knot in there. It kind of depends on how tall you are and how you're going to get this situated. But if you have problems with that, then feel free to bring that in. We're happy to go through it with you. Myself personally, I have the traction set up just actually hanging from the ceiling in my garage with an eye bolt. And so that way I can go straight down. And it's easy to adjust, and this thing we have a hard time getting it over the top of the door at our house, so that's how we have it set up at my house. But when you come into the office here, a couple things that you want to do before you start doing the tractions. Number one is you got to get it set up so it's the right height for you. So to be able to do that, you need to unhook the chain and then you bring it up or down. And you want to set this black plastic bar up about where your nose is, all right? And then you're gonna hook that back on the chain there. It should actually drop down a little bit. So like right now, this is directly under my chin. That's exactly where you want it. So that's the proper height. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna have Debbie go ahead and adjust this for her. And so she lines up with her nose, hooks it on there, and then she's going to get situated. So this goes right behind the neck. Make sure that that's centered on the neck. This other pad goes directly under the chin, and she's got her hands facing back towards her like that. And when you're doing this, basically it's almost like you're about to sit down in the chair. So you kind of squat down, keep your butt back, and then you're trying to go straight down there. And so she'd feel a little bit of a stretch in the front, but also in the back of your neck. Make sure that you breathe properly when you do this. You want to breathe out as you go down, in as you stand up. That helps relax a lot of the muscles here in the neck and upper back so you can get a much better stretch. One way to modify this exercise is by bringing the chin bar up a little bit higher. And so we do that if you have jaw issues, TMJ. You may need to do this exercise with the pad on your forehead instead of under your chin. So basically, this is just tucked under the back of the skull. The other part's on the top of the head, and you're just squatting down like you were before. So that helps keep the pressure off the jaw, and you're still able to work on getting that proper curve back in the neck and open up those disc spaces like this exercise is designed to do. So that is how you do the cervical traction exercise here in the office. A couple mistakes that people make is, number one is when they're doing this, they're not directly underneath the bar. When they're in here in the office as well, they're kind of leaning back, or their body is off the wall farther than it should be, and that actually causes them to pull their body forward. So you want to be directly under the bar as well when you're doing that here in the office. So that is the cervical traction exercise.